Says the Bet Levi that sometimes a person can do excessive ishtalut. It's inappropriate, too much of an effort, and that comes from a lack of trust in Hashem Kadosh Baruch Hu, and actually could cause you a backfire, and it could cause a person harm. So therefore, a person has to do what? Not the improper ishtalut of trying to get his needs in a wrongful way by stealing or using, not honest tactics, but rather what does he have to do? He has to seize the opportunity of being, in stress or being in anxiety or being in I don't know what's going to be. I hope I get my turnout. He has to use those opportunities to earn HaKadosh Baruch Hu's compassion and grace. Instead of trying to look at the wrong ways, sneaky ways to get what we want, we should take an opportunity to earn what we want, and having emunah will give us the ability to earn it. As the Gemara Sechet Shabbat says that there was a Amora Shmuel, Kuf Nun Vav. It says he was having a conversation with a non-Jewish astrologer named Avlet. So they were early in the morning. They saw a work crew going to the forest to chop wood. Avlet said that one of them, you should know this guy, he's not going to return alive. He's going to die today. I see it in the stars. Through astrology, he knew. Shmuel said, if he was Jewish, he'll return. How could it be? So he says that, and then the day came, and everybody came back. Even that guy who was Jewish, he came back too, and he didn't die. Avled was stunned. He says, wow, the stars were wrong. It was never wrong before. And they asked him, what did you do today? He says, very interesting. He says that I did this, I did that, we bundled this, that, and Avled saw he had a bundle of reeds. He took it off the worker's back, and he saw that in the bundle of reeds they would cut, there was a snake that was cut in half. So therefore he killed the snake that was supposed to kill him. Avlet was right, there was a snake on the way to kill him. But he was zocheh that he killed the snake not knowingly. Shmuel asked, what zechut did you have that this happened to you, that you were able to kill the snake that was going to come kill you? He says, everybody this day, the worker said, everybody that day brought their lunch to work and they shared their food together. One guy didn't bring food, so I thought this guy, they were going to get upset at him. Why didn't you bring food to share? So therefore I volunteered to collect everyone's bread. And when I came to him, I pretended as if he gave something. So not to embarrass him, and that was the tzedakah I did today. He said, because he did it tzedakah tatil mimaveh. That zechut is what made it that you changed your decree, changed what they saw in the stars. So you see that what? Shmuel, after hearing Avlet's prediction, he didn't go over to the Jewish chapter and warn him and tell him, oh, watch out, something's going to happen to you. Shmuel didn't think that's going to help. What does Shmuel say? Shmuel says, he has zechut. If he has zechut, if he's Jewish, he's going to do a mitzvah. We never know what a mitzvah could do. We never know. Even though the decree in the stars as such could be a mitzvah will change everything. So therefore, we don't know what emunah, what small mitzvah we do, even though things are pending, even though things are looming over us, and we say how and when and who and where. Still, that could be written in the stars, and we still know that if we have a zechut, we have a merit, everything could change. The giving of $1, of pushing off bad thoughts, having emunah, could change the ball game completely. As the pasuk Tehillim says, Hashem maskil el dal biyom ra'ah yimalteu Hashem. It says the pasuk, fortunate is the one who acts wisely towards the poor. Hashem will rescue him on a day of evil. What's day of evil? When there's a big decree. And if you help the person who is zakah, and it will save your life. You never know what each merit could bring with it. As we know, there's a story with Rav Pesach Kron, who there was a man driving from Lakewood to the mountains on a rainy Thursday night. Along the way, he stopped at a restaurant for dinner. There's a poor old man. He came to him, and it was a Holocaust survivor, and he said, please, can you be able to help me? And he said, okay, I'll offer you, I'll buy you dinner. What do you want to eat? And he said, I'd like just a baked apple and a cup of tea. So no problem. So he gave it to him and they ate dinner together. After his trip, he continued driving this man to the mountains in the rain, in the dark, on a winding mountain road, very scary. This car skidded, it flipped over the embankment, and he was able to walk out of the car without a scratch. That happened next to a Jewish bungalow colony. Everybody heard about it, everybody ran over, and a couple saw him in the bungalow, and they said, bring him to our bungalow, he can relax and get back to himself, he's traumatized. So he sat there, the wife came out of the kitchen and brought him something to eat. What did she bring him to eat? A baked apple and a cup of tea. The man saw this as a sign. Hashem was telling him, remember that what? Hashem shall rescue him on a day of evil. This do you give tzedakah to that man. That's why I save you today. There's a similar story with the Baba Sali, or the Baba Meir, one of the two, Alayhi Shalom, where he was seeing a Coke truck, and the rabbi told the gabbai, stop and pull him over. Tell him to give us a Coke. So then he goes and he pulls him over. He tells him pull over. The rabbi said to pull over. He says, what do you want? The rabbi says to give him a Coke. He says, what do you think? It's mine. What is it? You stopped me to give a Coke. What am I, a free service? Get out of here. And he drives away. And then being that he found out later that car flipped over and that guy died. And the rabbi wanted him to give it tzedakah, and that way, but you see that nobody knows what could be saving your life. So therefore, a person should never feel annoyed when someone coming to give you, ask for your tzedakah. You should say, Hashem is giving you a chance. You never know what this could do for you.